Hey people, um, I want to talk about AEON again. I did make a pros and cons video about AEON, and I had a very sexy person write me a personal message and gave me that person's personal experiences with AEON. Some of the things that I quoted in the video, actually I got all my information from the contract stipulations that AEON gave me when I applied to the job, and that information is available online, and I'll put the link on the bottom. Um, and I also did a lot of research on forums, which isn't really credible, I guess you could say. It's just a bunch of random people giving their experiences. Whether it's true or not, you never really know. But I do have one person that wrote me a pretty good message and gave me a rundown of the experiences that this person had, which I think are really helpful, because when you get a real person that has a job and knows what's going on, it's very helpful. So I want to let everybody know. So the one thing that I wanted to mention is that with AEON you do get a yearly bonus, and in this person's experience, first year they were bumped up from 270,000 yen to 285,000 yen, and then that continues to about 300,000 yen, and then kind of tapers off. And then AEON considers the yearly bonus your return flight money. So the thing with Amity is that you do get your return flight paid for plus a bonus. So that's one thing that I wanted to differentiate about Amity. I'm sorry, about AEON. And one thing that I wasn't aware of at all with AEON is that they have two kinds of classes. They have the A classes and then they have the B classes. And the A classes are the adult classes, and the B classes are the young children classes, I guess you could say. So in the B room classes, they're the majority of the classes that this person teaches. And for the most part, the children are about 5 years and younger. So that was very interesting to me, because I didn't expect that about AEON. I assumed from what I had heard and from what I'd read that AEON was mostly for adults, because Amity is for children only. So one thing I had mentioned in my first video, my AEON pros and cons, is I said something about having a bunch of older men in one classroom, and they were all going to be grumpy and mean. In this person's experience, they've run into a couple of people like that, not more than one in a classroom. So that was really good to hear. So she said that most people are very eager to learn, even if they are sent there from their business, because they do want to learn English to help them better themselves in their career. And then another thing that I had mentioned in my previous video was something to the fact that your students were going to change rather quickly, and apparently students are locked into a 6-month contract. So when they sign up, it's a 6-month contract right away that they have to purchase. So you would think that most people, if they have to make such a big investment of time and money, that they would just go and fulfill the 6 months. So for the most part, you will at least get about 6 months with your students, which is a pretty good amount of time to build some rapport and get to know who they are. And then this person gave me a nice con for AEON, and actually just Eikaiwa jobs in general. So in this person's experience, they taught about 30 to 33 classes in a 5-day period, which sounds like a lot. And they said that their work schedule was from around 11:45 to about 9:30 p.m. and that the environment that they work in is a pretty lax environment. So some other environments may require you to work a little bit more, just I don't know, depends on where you are. And then another thing is that generally, according to this person, the days off are Saturdays and Sundays, and that most Japanese holidays do fall on Mondays, so it kind of works out good because of that. Everything that I've read and everywhere that I've seen, you usually have to work one day on the weekend. But in this person's experience, they've seen that in general it's Saturdays and Sundays that you do get off. So just be prepared for you know, either having to work one day on the weekend or not having to work at all on the weekend, which, you know, may be really good. And then one thing that they wrote, which was pretty amazing, is that when the earthquake happened recently, they were not able to go to work for 10 days. And this person was worried about their salary because they weren't sure if they were going to get paid or not. But AEON did pay their regular salary even though they did not work for 10 days. So that was extremely, you know, extremely surprising to me. But you know, it's a very good thing that the company, you know, made sure to take care of their employees and made sure that they have enough money. So that's it. I just wanted to make sure that everyone is able to hear this information because it's pretty different from what I said in my previous one. And then if there's anybody else out there that's watching this, if you do work for Amity or Peppy Kids Club or AEON or even Interac, if you did see any of my previous videos and you have some information that you want to send me anonymously, obviously if you write me, I'm going to know who you are, but I won't say who you are. You know, I would really appreciate it because I would like to give people the most up-to-date and the most honest information possible. So thanks again for the awesome person who wrote me, and if there's more videos like this that I can make against the ones that I've previously made, then awesome. So thanks for watching. Bye.